Hi everyone, my name is Crystalline Baris and I am the next reporter. The prime rate is the rate charged by banks to its prime or its best clients. So, yung prime rate o tinatawag ding prime lending rate, ito yung interest rate na ina-offer ng isang commercial bank sa kanilang mga credit-worthy customer. Next is, these not-so-prime clients are charged the prime rate plus points. So, not-so-prime clients are the people with a low credit score and the points refer to percentage interest o yung dagdag interest. So, let us assume na yung current prime rate ng isang bank is 12%. So, the prime clients will be charged 12% interest rate. Not-so-prime client will be charged 12% plus 4 points equals 16% interest rate. And lastly, the average borrower will be charged 12% plus 8 points equals 20% interest rate. So for example, ABC Corporation will be charged the prime rate plus 4 points. A customer charged the prime rate plus 4 points will pay 12%. The current prime rate plus 4% equals 16% per year. So next is fixed interest rate. Fixed interest rates do not change within a credit period of a loan. The rate is fixed even if the prime rate will change. So for example, a loan granted at prime plus 4 points. So if the prime rate today is 11% plus 4% equals 15%. So you will have the same interest rate throughout the credit period. And if the credit period is 20 years, so sa loob ng 20 years na yon, ang interest rate mo lang is 15% at hindi yun mababago dahil nga fixed interest rate. Next is floating or variable rate. Floating or variable rate, the interest rate varies or it flows with the prime rate. If a loan agreement is for an interest rate of a prime rate plus 4 points and the current prime rate is 12%, then the rate of the beginning of a loan is 16%. This rate is changed periodically depending on the terms of the loan agreement. So, it is not changed daily dahil masyado namang mabigat yun para sa mga umuutang. It is changed periodically, for example, quarterly or annually with a pre-agreement cut-off date. Pag quarterly, magbabayad ka every 3 months. Pag annually naman, magbabayad ka once a year. So, we have here an example. 90 days loan at prime rate plus 4 points, the rate change every 30 days. So, the prevailing rate is 12% and dahil nga may plus 4 points, magiging interest rate may 16%. So, day 1, nung na-release yung loan is meron kang 16% interest rate and sa day 30, mababago yon, magiging 17% interest rate and yung prevailing prime rate mo is 13% na. So, after 30 days, magka-count ulit ng day 1 to 30. Yung on day 60 mo is magiging 16% and yung prevailing rate mo is 12%. And ayan yung last rate change. So, next is, if the loan is fully paid and the borrower reapplies, the rate to be used will be the prevailing prime rate at the time of the second loan release. So, for example, the prevailing rate nung umutang si client 20 years ago is 10% and after 20 years, nabago yung prime rate ng isang bank. Kapag umutang siya ulit, yung gagamiting interest rate is yung current rate ng isang bank. If the current rate is 13%, mag-i-start yung interest rate niya sa 13%. So, last is, if home mortgage rates drop to 7% per year, as it did in the US in the late 80s, it will be wise for home buyers to lock in at that unusual low rate. For banks, it is wiser to offer only the floating or variable rate. So, kung fixed at mababa yung interest rate, mas pabor ito sa mga umuutang, but for banks, mas wiser na i-offer yung floating or variable rate dahil nga wala namang bangko na gusto mag-stay sa mababang interest rate sa sobrang mahabang panahon.
Hello everyone, my name is Jail Alexis Sinosa and I am the next reporter. Nominal interest rate. The nominal interest rate is the rate that is advertised by banks, debt issuers, and investment firms for loans and various investments. It is stated interest rate paid or earned to the lender or by investor. Nominal interest rate is yung interest or tubo na binabayaran. For example is yung given na example sa next slide, which is availing an appliances na TV via home credit. Yung retail price ng appliance is 10,000. Yung down payment niya is 2,000. So, yung amount to be financed, yung amount ng credit niya or utang niya is 8,000. Yung napili niyang credit period is 30 months and yung interest rate is 3% per month. So, that would be equal to 90% na interest. Yung 3% amount of credit sa 8,000 is 240 pesos. 240 pesos per month times 30 months is 7,200. And yung total na babayaran niya for one appliance is 15,200 divided by 30 months is 506.666 yung kailangan niyang bayaran per month. So, pag ni-round off siya, magiging 507 per month. Pero sometimes, kapag appliances ang ina-avail, meron siyang service fee na 100 pesos per month. And if the service fee is added, the total would be 607 pesos per month.
Good day everyone, I am Agaid Elijo. We have 4 C's of credit: the character, capacity, capital, and collateral. The first and said to be the most important one is the character. As per the book, it should be called credit character since we are talking about the credit collection. When we say character or credit character, ito yung pagtingin o paano ang pag-handle o pagpapahalaga ng isang tao sa kanyang utang. Sa credit character ng isang tao, dito nakikita yung kanyang pagbibigay ng halaga sa kanyang pangako sa utang. Sa madaling salita, andoon yung kagustuhan niya na magbayad na pinapakita niya sa pamamagitan ng pagtupad sa obligation niya na magbayad o pagtupad sa napag-usapang takdang oras na dapat siya ay nakapagbayad. Pwedeng makitaan natin ng isang tao na walang potential o hindi natin mapagkakatiwalaan sa utang based sa kanyang pamumuhay na nakikita natin. But if it does not affect his or her willingness to pay, kung ang kanyang pamumuhay ay hindi nakakaapekto sa kanyang kalagayan sa pera, specifically sa utang, we can say that his or her credit character is good. Minsan kasi mabilis talaga tayong makapanghusga sa kapwa natin. Hindi natin alam, minsan kung sino yung may maliit o simpleng trabaho, sila pa yung marunong tumupad sa usapan or sila pa yung mas nagbibigay ng importance regarding their utangs. But syempre, hindi natin masisisi yung mga lender sa pagkakaroon ng trust issues since halos naman nata lahat or talagang lahat ng lender is nakaranas na o nakatagpo na ng mga debtor na hindi talaga nagbayad o nagpahirap sa kanila sa pagsingil. Pero hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yung sarili nating standards para mahusgahan or i-judge agad natin yung mga tao sa ating paligid. Going back, ang kagustuhan ng isang debtor or mangungutang na magbayad can easily be seen in his or her track record. For example, kumuha ng isang installment na motor, he or she can be considered na meron ng credit history kung maayos o nasa tamang oras niyang nabayaran yung lahat ng installment para sa motor na yon. But what if a person does not have credit history and this is his or her first time na mangungutang siya? Paano makikita ng creditor yung kanyang credit character or saan magbe-base yung creditor na itong tao na to is makapagbabayad ng utang on time, itong tao na to has his or her willingness to pay? Para rito, merong ways or pamamaraan originally by the author, which is the 3 A's. The first one is the applicant's attachment to the community, which refers to his or her sense of belonging in the community. Kung isang tao, nararamdaman niyang bilong siya o isang malaking parte siya ng isang community o sa madaling salita, if he or she is relevant sa kanyang community, mas mamomotivate siya na ingatan yung kanyang utang. Syempre, if hindi siya nagkaroon ng magandang ugali when it comes to utang, magiging apektado rin yung kanyang reputation since kilala siya in their community. Sa madaling salita, magkakaroon siya ng hiya na tinatawag. Mahihiya siyang hindi makapagbayad kasi pwedeng masira yung image niya sa community nila, masira na siya sa ibang tao na hindi na siya makakaulit sa pag-utang. Ilan sa mga palatandaan ng sense of belongings ng isang tao is kung siya ay may matagal ng paninirahan sa isang community, may mga anak na nag-aaral, may sariling negosyo o may asawang nagtatrabaho, if kasali siya sa mga religious organization, at kung meron siyang sariling tirahan. Sa pagkakaroon ng matagal na paninirahan or long residency sa isang community, masasabi nating meron ng malalim na ugnayan yung taong yun sa kanyang community, since matagal na siyang naninirahan doon. Kung ang isang tao is aalis ng bahay dahil hindi siya willing nang magbayad ng kanyang utang, syempre, pagtatawanan ng mga tao yan, ng kanyang mga kapitbahay na nakakakilala sa kanya sa kanilang community. Sino ba sa atin nang gustong mapagtawanan just because we owe someone or we have utang to someone? Syempre, wala. Ang isang taong nag-aaral or nakapagtapos ng pag-aaral, malamang nilulook up sa kanyang community. Marami siyang friends and kakilalas, and syempre, pangangalagaan niya yung kanyang reputation. Hindi niya ipapahiya yung sarili niya sa kanyang community sa pamamagitan lang ng utang na pwede niya namang bayarang on time. The second A is the applicant's attachment to his or her job or business. Kung tayo ang magpapautang, syempre, pipiliin natin pautangin yung taong may trabaho or may source of income para we are assured na bababayaran yung uutangin niya. The third and last one is the applicant's attachment to the thing purchased. If a person purchased his or her desired item through credit, mas magkakaroon siya ng motivation to pay for it responsibly. For example, you love watching Hispanic telenovelas, so you purchase a television through credit. Syempre, gagawin mo lahat para mabayaran mo o mabuo mo yung bayad na yun for that television. So we have here a short note on credit consciousness. There's one lady named Regina. Regina is a 24 years old high school graduate with 2 years experience being a receptionist in St. Elizabeth's Hospital in Chicago. She went to Herbert's Auto Sales with her driver's license and current payslip. She went there para kumuha ng isang sasakyan, specifically Nissan Sentra, that costs $20,000 through credit. She have her JCPenney charge card and Shell charge card, and she both got it 18 months ago. And sinasabi rito na si Regina is maingat siya when it comes to her credit card bills. So the credit department in Herbert's shop would enter Regina's social security number sa isang computer that is connected to a credit bureau using modem, and the result is nothing less than favorable, or Regina's credit history is in good condition. Within 1 hour, nagbigay siya agad ng down payment worth $1,500, and she left the shop with her brand new 2-door metallic blue na Nissan Sentra na gusto niya. Another situation, there's this one man named Gary Weissman, isang plastic surgeon na connected sa parehong hospital na pinagtatrabahuhan ni Regina. Si Gary is nagpasa ng visa credit application. Ever since, never siya nag-apply for credit. All his purchases were all cash. But lately, nalaman niya yung tungkol sa frequent flyer miles program ng Visa na kung saan nagbibigay sila ng points sa mga credit card holder for free plane tickets. Si Gary is madalas na mag-travel na hindi bababa sa isang beses na pagta-travel per month for the convention sa buong mundo. 2 weeks after his credit application, natanggap niya yung resulta, and it turned out na hindi na-approve yung kanyang application. He was shocked kasi kumikita nga siya ng almost $1 million kada taon pero wala siyang credit history. For the next days, he applied directly sa kanyang bangko kung saan marami siyang substantial time deposits, at doon nakakuha siya ng kanyang bank-issued Visa card after 5 days. In conclusion, credit standing is important for both of them, Regina and Gary. Makikita natin sa kanilang kwento kung paanong ang maayos na credit history ay nakapagbibigay sa atin ng good opportunities. Just like sa pagbili ni Regina ng sasakyan o pagkuha ng iba't ibang credit o utang. Alam niyang in the future kakailanganin niya yung credit for home mortgage or iba pang malalaking needs niya. Sa case naman ni Gary, na-realize lang niya yung importance or tulong ng credit history nung hindi na-approve yung kanyang application for credit. Kahit na malalaki yung kinikita niya, wala naman siyang credit history. Kaya ang ginawa niya, nag-apply siya directly sa kanyang bangko and dun siya nakakuha ng credit card. But in our country, Philippines, iba ang situation. Sa Pilipinas, mahirap i-verify ang credit records because we don't have National Credit Information Network na umiiral. Wala sa kultura nating mga Pilipino ang pagiging conscious when it comes to credit, unlike United States where Regina and Gary lives. Hindi rin masyadong ginagamit ang cheque dito sa Pilipinas, unlike US. Halos lahat ng may trabaho merong checking account. Sa mga supermarket sa US, hindi nakakaiba sa kanila if someone pays for a grocery that cost only $12 or mababang presyo gamit ang cheque. Pero kung dito ka sa Pilipinas, magbabayad ng hindi ganong kalaking halaga using cheque, baka isipin ng cashier na taga ibang planeta ka or more likely pagtatawanan ka pa. Sa mga bangko rito sa Pilipinas, halos iisa lang din ang tinututukan na C sa 4 na C na meron ang credit, which is the collateral. Nakatutok lamang ang Pilipinas sa collateral o yung usapang sangla.
Good morning to everyone of us. My name is Jaylin and now I'm going to discuss the second 4C of credit or the credit criteria, which is the capacity to pay. So when we say the capacity to pay, ito yung ginagamit ng mga lenders or ng mga nagpapautang upang masiguro yung kakayahan ng mga potential borrowers. So this is viewed differently depending on the type of applicant. So first we have the employed applicant, second is the self-employed applicant, and the third is the corporate business applicant. So mamaya titignan natin yung mga pagkakaiba nitong tatlong applicant na tinutukoy dito. So first is the employed applicant. So kapag sinabi natin employed applicant, it is calculated using the disposable income versus the monthly installment. So when we say disposable income, ito yung natitirang kita pagkatapos bawasan yung buwanang gastusin. And when we say the monthly installment naman, ito yung buwanang bayarin sa utang. So, bakit ba mahalaga na i-check yung disposable income tsaka yung monthly installment ng isang applicant? So, una, syempre dahil ito yung nagbibigay daan sa mga lender na masuri yung capacity o yung kakayahan ng isang aplikante na magbayad ng utang. At syempre, tinitingnan din dito tinitingnan din ng lender yung credit worthiness ng isang applicant para malaman ang kasiguraduhan ng isang umutang. So, I have here example. So, sabi dito, unemployed applicant's only source of income is his take-home pay. The applicant is loosely acquainted with one child in grade 3 at the Catholic school. So, sabihin na natin yung gross income or yung sahod niya per pay stub is 10,000. And the deductions are the SSS, withholding taxes, loans, and the union dues and the take-home pay. So, para ma-calculate or masolve natin yung take-home pay, ang gagawin natin is ipag-add natin yung gross income per pay stub, which is 10,000 plus natin, i-minus natin sa SSS at saka sa loans plus or add natin yung union dues or ito yung mga regular na binabayaran ni Luz Rikakwente sa trabaho niya. So kapag tinalculate natin 7,600 yung makukuha natin or 7,600 yung take home pay. So sabi dito note, if no pay stub is available, the take home pay could be roughly calculated using mandatory deductions, which is SSS, withholding taxes, etc. at 25% of gross. So, sabihin na natin, sa isang buwan, hindi na siya quincenas, tsaka katapusan. Sabihin na natin, sa whole month na yun, yung sahod niya is 20,000. ina-minus natin yung 25%, sabi dito, diba? Plus yung 200 na yun yung dues, which is na regular na bayan. Kaya makakuha natin is 15,200. Pero, sabi dito, this employee's month take home pay is 15,200 or give a figure of 7,600 times 2, unemployment get paid twice monthly. So, kapag semi-monthly naman yung kukunin natin, syempre, yung pinaka-total na take home pay, ito times natin sa 2 para makuha natin yung monthly take home pay formula. So, ayun. So, nakuha na natin yung monthly take-home pay which is 15,200. Ngayon naman, mabawas naman natin mga personal and other expenses ni Luz Rica Fuente, which is yung food based on applicant's declarations to be validated by evaluators, personal experience or the records from other applicants, which is 150 per day times natin sa 30, makuha natin is 4,500. Next is the tuition. Yung sa tuition naman, 6,000 per year, divide natin sa 10, which is yung 10 months na sinasabi, yung makuha natin 600. Yung rent to be verified with landlord is 3,000. Next, yung floating. So, yung 3,000 per year, i-divide naman natin to sa 12 months. Ang makuha natin is 250. Next is the transport of the applicant, which is 920. Yung gas, water, and electric bills is 1,000. While the snacks of child, which is 5 times natin sa 20 school days, makuha natin is 100. Ngayon, itong personal other expenses na yan natin, ito total natin to get the total personal expenses, which is pag-add natin yan, makuha natin 10,370. Ngayon, yung other disbursements, VCR or 2 months to go, not to be counted, PB 20 months to go is 500. Ngayon, ang gagawin natin, ipag-add natin yung total, yung personal expenses, tsaka yung other disbursements, which is 10,870. Ngayon, to get the net disposable income, yung kanina ito, yung monthly take-home pay na 15,200, ima-minus natin sa personal expenses, which is 10,870 to get the net disposable income na 4,330. So, ngayon, sabihin na natin, ang kukunin niyang item o ang monthly installment niyang kukunin is motorcycle, which is 2,500 per month. Plus yung gas na 300, edi 2,800. So, makikita naman natin sa table yung monthly on motorcycle na 2,500, tsaka yung gas and maintenance at 300 to get the 2,800, which is carry naman bayaran. Ibig sabihin, maa-approve na ito na company na pautangin kasi nga bukod sa kaya niyang bayaran ay meron pang matitira sa kanya. So, the applicant's disposable income to monthly ratio is 4,300 divided by the 2,800 to get 1.58 or 1. So, most appliance companies will approve this applicant. At tulad ng sinabi ko kanina kung bakit nga ba na-approvehan to because of the money na natitira pa sa kanya, sa applicants. So, next is the self-employed applicant. So, the following are to be considered. First is the net business income. So, ito yung kita ng negosyo. Second is the stability of the enterprise. Ito yung kakayahan ng negosyo na magpatuloy, alam mo yung hamon o yung mga changes na kinakaharap ng isang owner. So, next is the managerial capacity of the business owner. So, ito naman yung ability ng isang business owner when it comes to the decision making sa pagpapatakbo ng business. So this self-employed applicant owns a feed store. So the applicants provided the following. So sabihin na natin yung example kanina parang katulad lang dito, pero ito naman self-employed or may business siya na pinapatakbo. So daily sales fees is 7,000. Daily sales medication is 1,000. So the total daily sales is 8,000. Ipag-add lang natin yung dalawa. So according to the applicants, the gross profit rate on the livestock medicine is 15%. For feeds, a 50 kilogram bag of GNP or grower nutrients pellets cost, which is 430. So wholesale is sold retail at 10.50 pesos per kilo. His gross profit rate on feeds is 18%. So yung retail sales per bag is 10.50 times 50 kilos. So bago muna natin tingnan yung table, paano ba nakuha yung 15% tsaka yung 18%. So yung magiging formula dito, yung gross profit per bag, which is yung which is 95, i-divide natin siya sa sales per bag, which is 525, to get the 18%. Ganun siya kung paano nakuha yung 18% or yung formula in percentage niya. So retail sales per bag 10 pesos na 50 centavos times 50 kilos to get 525, and the cost per bag is 430. So the gross profit per bag is 95 pesos. So pinag-minus lang siya. So gross profit per bag divide sales per bag to get 18%. Tulad ng sinabi ko kanina kung paano nakuha yung 15% tsaka 18%. So next is his daily gross profit. It's therefore yung feeds niya, yung daily sales niya is 7,000 and yung gross profit niya is 18%, yung kanilang kinuha natin. So ngayon, para makuha naman yung gross profits in peso, ang gagawin natin dyan is 7,000 times natin siya sa 18% to get 1,260. Ganun din, same procedure sa meds. 1,000 times 15% equals to 150. So ito total natin yung gross profits in pesos. So yung pinaka-total is 1,410. So iyan yung per day na tinutukoy. So his total gross profits per month is 1,410 a day, times mo siya sa 25 days. So, bakit 25 days? So, sabihin na natin, sa loob ng isang buwan, syempre 25 days lang siya nagtrabaho. Syempre, hindi naman araw-araw open yung business niya. So, estimated natin is 25 days to get 35,250 per month na kita niya. So, his monthly business expenses, rent, salary, or however, telephone, food, fuel, in-store, permits, and license is 19,400. So ngayon, yung net business income, this is equivalent to his take-home pay. So yung gross profit per month niya kasi kanina, diba, sabi dito, 35,250. Ima-minus natin siya sa monthly expenses niya, which is yung 19,400 na sinasabi, to get to 15,850 per month. So next, yung personal living expenses and other disbursements, which is 10,870. Ito yung example kanina sa employed applicant. Next is the net disposable income monthly. So, ito naman yung net business income na 15,850. Ima-minus natin siya sa personal living expenses and other disbursements, which is 10,870 to get 4,980. Ngayon, yung monthly installment plus gas and maintenance, sabihin na natin, para sila na kinukuha na item ng employed applicant, so 2,800. Kasi yung pinakita kong table kanina na motorcycle na monthly na 2,500 plus yung 300 na mga gas tsaka pang maintenance. So, these applicants disposable income divided by the monthly installment ratio is 1,000. 1.77 to 1. So, the appliance company will also approve this credit application. Ganun siya kasi may natitira pang pera at bukod dun mas mataas na kita nila kaysa sa monthly installment na babayaran nila. So next is the corporate business applicant. So the following are to be considered. First is the managerial skills of the key executive. So dito tinitingnan yung ability or yung skills mo to manage the corporation o yung business mo effectively. Kasama na dito syempre yung decision making and strategic plan towards your business. Next is the acceptability and marketability of its product lines. So, dito naman, isa ito sa tinitignan kung mag-meet mo ba yung kita towards your business, and when it comes to the product naman, tinitignan kung quality ba or affordable ba yung products mo. So, next is the stability of the enterprise. So, dito naman tinitignan naman dito yung ability or abilidad mo to succeed despite challenges and also the changes in the marketplace. And it indicates how strong your business in the face of trials and crises na sinasabi. So, lastly is the technology use. So, dito naman, tinitingnan naman dito yung skills mo when it comes to the technology and the knowledge you have, and also your eagerness and your design na makisabay kung ano ba yung mga trending. So, financial statements are made up of the balance sheet and the income statement. The primary indicator of the corporate applicant's capacity to pay is the net income after taxes and the balance, if any. So, pag sinabi natin balance sheet, ito yung financial position or yung condition ng isang entidad sa pamamagitan ng pagtetest sa assets, sa mga liabilities, gano'n. Tsaka dito rin pinapakita yung pagmamay-ari at yung utang ng kumpanya. And the income statement naman, ito yung financial performance or dito din pinapakita or ito yung nagpapakita ng kita at saka yung gastos ng kumpanya. So, for example is Flex Corporation. So, meron itong net income after taxes annual. So, in year 2001, yung kita niya is 102 nabenta 102,000, and in 2002 tumaas, naging 112,000, and yung 2003 tumaas din siya, naging 124,000 na. So, ano lang siya, per year tumataas yung kita ng Flex Corporation. So, Flex Corporation net income pattern shows a positive trend kasi nga tumataas per year yung kita nila. So, in 2002, income increased by 9% versus the 2001. So, the increase in 2003 was 10%. Income performance is compared versus previous period. So, it would help if they are compared also with other companies in the same line in business. So, para makuha natin yung percentage net income formula, ang gagawin natin is yung old number, which is in previous year na 102,000, ma-minus natin siya sa current year nakita, which is 112,000. I-minus natin yon. Tapos kapag nakuha na natin yung sagot, i-divide naman natin siya sa previous year nakita, which is 102,000. Ngayon, pag nakuha natin yung sagot, ita-times na natin siya sa 100. At ang makukuha natin sagot is 9%. Ganun din, same procedure sa 2003. Kaya nakuha yung 10% na sinasabi. Sabi dito, if Clark's Corporation will apply for loan that requires 5 annual payments of 97,000 amortized, the initial reaction is that Clark's may not be able to pay or service the debt. So, the 97,000 annual loan payment, 78.8% of its net income in the year 2003. So, ang gagawin kasi dito, so sabihin na natin, yung Clark's Corporation, kumuha sila, maglo-loan sila ng may ilo-loan silang item, tapos nagkakalaga yun na 97,000. Ngayon, kung utang naman yung Clark's Corporation, nagkakalagang 97,000 per year yun sa loob ng 5 taon, ay syempre hindi ito kayang bayaran ng company. Bakit? Yung 97,000, i-divide mo sa 124,000, which is yung naging kita ng 2003. Ayan, 124,000. Kaya nakuha yung 78.2%. So, hindi maaaring mag-apply ng loan yung Clark's Corporation dahil sa mas mataas na percentage ng bayarin sa loan kaysa sa net income nila. So, using disposable income technique, the disposable income divided by monthly installment ratio is very low, 1.72 to 1. Tulad na sinabi ko kanina, yung procedure, 24,000 divide sa 97. Kaya nakuha yung 1.72. So, to unemployed applicant, this is unacceptable. However, for a business applicant, the situation is different. The proceeds of the loan is usually going to be invested in a profitable project or undertaking. So, ayun, makikita naman natin sa table na kinompute yung net income after taxes current na 124,000. Tapos yung project income, 100,000. And the subtotal is 224,000. Pinag-add lang siya. Tapos yung ilo-loan nila is 97,000. So, ngayon, sa mga applikanting empleyado o may business na talaga, hindi katanggap-tanggap yung ganitong applicant. Pero kung mag-uumpisa ka pa lang sa business, pwede naman yun kasi palaging nakadepende naman sa sitwasyon kasi karamihan ay umuutang talaga para makapagpatayo ng business para sa syempre puhunan nila. At meron din naman iba't ibang financial ratios na ginagamit. So, parang kung isipin natin, bakit yung mangutang pa lang para puhunan nila, makapagtayo sila ng business is papayagan ng isang lender. Siyempre, tinitingnan pa rin dito yung personal credit ng isang applicant. Laging nakabase sa personal credit yung lender sa isang applicants para makita yung capacity to pay ng isang applicants para mas ma-approve ng lender yung isang borrower. So there are other non-quantifiable indicators of capacity to pay. So first is the quality of its machinery, equipment, technology, obsolete state of art. So dito naman tinitingnan Tinitingnan dito yung quality ng product at taas ng kita or yung sales, and it leads sa isang applicant's capacity to pay para syempre mas ma-approve pa. Second is the brand loyalty of its customers. Unknown, popular, high market share. So ito naman yung pagiging kilala ng business mo at pagkakaroon ng loyal customers na isa sa mga factor para ma-meet mo yung capacity to pay. Next is the quality of its inventory, perishable, out of fashion. So, dito titingnan yung pag-iikot ng inventory na nagpapakita ng potential na problema sa cash flow at kakayahan na magbayad ng utang. So, next is the ownership of patents and copyright. So, ito naman yung pagkakaroon ng mga additional income at yung competitive advantage. Lastly is the competence of the key officers. So, from the word competence, so yung pagiging competitive ng isang business or ng isang corporate na meron ka at andun yung eagerness mo na mag-success yung business mo, magkaroon ng mas malaking kita sa business mo, at isa yun sa pagiging factor para ma-meet mo yung capacity to pay ng isang lender. At itong 5 na ito yung mga tinitingnan o isa sa mga tinitingnan ng mga lenders to approve your loan applications. So ngayon na nalaman na natin yung mga definition, meanings ng mga type of applicants na to. Ngayon naman, aalamin naman natin kung ano ba yung pagkakaiba ng employed applicant, self-employed applicant, at corporate business applicant sa 4 criteria ng capacity to pay. So, ito yung kanilang iba't ibang pinagmumulan ng kita at paraan ng pagpapatunay ng kakayahan nila magbayad ng utang. Kasi sa employed applicant, ito yung kadalasan kumukuha ng kita mula sa isang employer at maaaring magpakita ng kakayahan sa pamamagitan naman ng pay stubs at employment history. At yung self-employed applicant naman, ito yung kumukuha ng kita mula sa sariling negosyo naman at maaaring magpakita ng kakayahan sa pamamagitan ng business financial statements. Samantala, yung corporate business applicants naman ay kumukuha ng kita mula sa isang korporasyon or corporate, at ito yung maaaring magpakita ng kakayahan sa pamamagitan naman ng financial statements ng company.
Hello everyone, my name is Jenny Chavez. I will discuss the last 2 parts of the 4 C's of credit. Capital. This refers to the borrower's resources. For corporate applicants, its resources must be adequate to be considered a going concern. So, in this of borrowing and corporate applicants, capital refers to the financial resources that a company possesses. Para makita ng mga nagpapahiram ang isang corporate entity bilang isang going concern, kailangan nitong ipakita na sapat yung capital o financial asset nito. This ensures that the company has the means to operate smoothly and meets its financial obligations, indicating its viability and ability to continue operating in the foreseeable future. Essentially, ang pagkakaroon ng sapat na kapital ay mahalaga for a company's financial health and its ability to sustain its business activities. The 5 items I mentioned in the previous paragraphs could be used to evaluate corporate resources. First, financial resources. Second, operational smoothness. Third, meeting financial obligations. Fourth, stability as a going concern. And last, sustainability and future viability. For individual applicants, the general appearance of the household and the ownership of other personal valuables would indicate that the applicant has the resources to live a good life and make a good living. A contented person, comfortable at home, is more likely to be an efficient employee. To more understand, assessing an individual applicant's household and personal valuables ay nagbibigay ng mga insights sa kanilang mga mapagkukunan at potential para sa isang magandang buhay. The idea is that a content and comfortable person at home is more likely to be satisfied. At dahil dito, mas mahusay sa kanila professional na buhay. This connection between personal well-being and work efficiency underscores the belief that a stable and happy home environment can positively impact overall job performance. Next, collateral. Collateral, this refers to a personal and real properties that are used to secure a credit obligation. It serves two purposes. First, as a motivation for the borrower to pay the loan, and second, for the property to be sold should the borrower be unable to pay. Collateral is a form of security pledged by a borrower to a lender to mitigate the risk of default on a loan. It can be either personal, such as a car or jewelry, or real property like a house. The primary purposes of collateral first is upang magbigay ng motivation para sa nanghihiram na mabayaran kaagad ang utang dahil nangangalip silang mawala ang ipinangakong ari-arian. And second, to offer a source of repayment for the lender if the borrower fails to meet their financial obligations. In the event of non-payment, the lender can sell the collateral to recover the outstanding loan amount. Next, when a property is over a price or given a loan value that is very close to the market value of the property, the motivation to pay the loan is reduced. Most banks in the Philippines use 60% as the loan ratio. There was a time when banks used 30%, the same rate as pawn shop. And they were taught then possesses a pawn shop mentality in the grant of credit. So, kapag daw ang isang ari-arian ay labis na nasuri o nagtalaga ng halaga ng pautang na malapit sa halaga nito sa pamilihan, it can reduce the borrower's motivation to repay the loan. Sa Pilipinas, ang mga bangko ay karaniwang gumagamit ng loan ratio, kadalasan ay humigit kumulang 60% na tumutukoy sa porsyento ng halaga ng ari-arian na maaaring hiramin. In the past, some banks ay gumagamit ng mas mababang ratio, tulad ng 30% na kapareho ng rate ng mga pawn shop. This practice was criticized as having pawn shop mentality in the context of granting credit. It implies that by using a lower loan ratio to pawn shop practices, the banks were seen as being more conservative or overly cautious in their lending approach. Commercial banks are not in the real estate business. It is not their intent to possess real estate. Thus, for them, foreclosure is a last resort. To protect their interest, they use the 60% loan-to-value ratio. Next. There are many types of collateral. Real estate properties are classified in Chapter 7 on the subject of appraisals. Non-real estate properties include personal properties like vehicles, jewelry, and furnitures. So, collateral comes in various forms and they are often categorized in different chapters based on the nature of the asset. In the context I mentioned, ang mga ari-arian ng real estate is fall under Chapter 7, especially in the subject of appraisals. This chapter likely addresses the evaluation and assessment methods for real estate used as collateral. On the other hand, non-real estate properties tulad ng mga sasakyan, alahas, and furniture constitute a different category of collateral. So, ang mga personal na ari-arian na ito ay nililipat at itinuturing na mahalagang mga ari-arian na maaaring ipangako ng mga nanghihirap upang makakuha ng pautang. The valuation and assessment of these non-real estate properties would likely be covered in a distinct section or chapter, reflecting the diverse nature of collateral use in various lending scenarios. So, there are also business and personal incorporeal assets, stocks, bonds, receivables, which could be used as security. It will take a very long time before the Philippines financial system will turn away from collateral on loans. And that's all. Thank you.